people want to know who you are, but let me tell you who I was. I remember when I met my first love in high school. I was very young and I thought that, I was going to be okay. I was excited about being in high school and I met my ex-husband. I was afraid of him, to be honest. He was just too rough and hard and I was quiet and shy. And I was like, I don't want to be with him. He's loud. But the very first time that he called me out in class and talked about my big pumpkin head, yeah, that made me mad, but it did something to me. And that was the beginning of a new Maria Manson. You see, I knew the signs, I saw them. It wasn't like I was oblivious to anything, but I just kept saying to myself, he'll be all right. He's just being silly, don't worry. He's just jealous, and it's kind of cute. It's kind of, I like that. But as time went on, he kept saying that I was going to be his wife, and I thought that was cute too. The cuteness that I thought was funny in high school was becoming a little bit more too much for me. So here it is, the arguing was getting intense and constantly complaining and nagging and, as he says, and just getting on his nerve. The next thing I knew, I experienced what it was like to take a slap to the face, a burn on my leg from an iron, all types of yelling and cussing and fighting, and that's not the love that I was used to, and I was getting really tired of it. And I remember sharing with my friend, I can't do this anymore. I'm tired. This is not what I'm used to. And all I would hear is, you need to write a book. But somebody had another plan for me. I remember the very last time that my husband put his hand on me. It was New Year's, 21 years ago maybe? That's right. It was New Year's party, just got back. He went to a party with his friends, I went to a party with my friends. All I knew was he was waiting for me and he had a big plan for me. That's when he introduced me to his hands, this, gun, everything. It happened so fast. It was like one thing after the next. First I came in and it was like, oh, so you think you're gonna do what you wanna do. And I'm like, what? And the next thing I knew, I got slapped on both sides, which caused blood shots in my eye. And then I was holding my face and I was like, what just happened? When I looked up again, his fist went into the wall. And then I was like, oh my gosh. I looked at the hole in the wall. And then when I looked back, there was a gun in my face. And he said, the next time you try this, you're gonna get this. I couldn't believe it. He left out of that room. I got on my knees and I asked God, please, if you get me out of this, I'll help anybody else. I'll help every woman that needs help with their family too. I saw a vision and it was like amazing. God showed me this vision of a Motel 6 or something renovated. And it was like I was going to help females and their children come out of all of this by having a transitional living program. This transitional housing was going to be like everything and more. Well, I kept doing what I needed to do. I kept pushing, but then there was this one last time and I knew I had to leave. I was late picking up my kids and they thought that my ex-husband had killed me. So they was crying at school saying, my mommy might be dead. My mommy might be dead. And all it was, I was in traffic, that's all. I realized then that we did not need to live like this anymore. So I left, picked up, and relocated to Georgia. And when I got to Atlanta, I said, this is gonna be our new start, a new beginning. It took me a while. I was afraid to do things. I was afraid to make the moves. I was afraid to speak out or speak on my behalf or say things or share with people. Wasn't sure who was going to hear me out or want to help me. But as time went on, I realized the more that I went around at work, at church, places with my friends, I would see, witness, hear about domestic violence. So I knew I had to do this. I was given the opportunity to now share with other ladies how to overcome. not just survive, but overcome domestic violence. It's not a one night thing that can happen real quick. It's actually where you have to make a decision in your mind that this is the change that you want, that this is the change that you need in order to do better for yourself and for your children. It was awesome. It's a struggle, but until I get that transition housing program up and running, I am working diligently with other nonprofits. I'm able to have retreats, Wives on Fire, phone conference. I'm having teens mentoring program. We're doing great big things. The thing is, all these great things require a lot of love and compassion from not just me, but from all of those that would be willing to volunteer. I need volunteers, and this is why I want to share this. Please think about it. If you would love to come and help us out, it would be awesome. Experience the opportunities of helping not just mothers, but children, teenagers, babies, giving them a simple thing as a pamper, or giving a pencil and having time, 10-15 minutes to tutor. It would be such an experience for you and that person. I've seen and witnessed how we as a unit came together. We had the retreats. This is going to be the 3rd year, actually, the release retreat, and it was awesome. You talk about bringing in females and women of all backgrounds coming together. You know, we're talking about the women that are coming from the shelter, coming from the workforce, any place, everywhere. It was wonderful. And the fact that so many people, whether they were a doctor, a lawyer, or a student, they were a victim. We were able to share what we went through. We were able to give words of encouragement. That's what we're striving at, bringing out this dead, evil thing that's going on in us and giving others the opportunity to hear what our struggles were, and then be able to bless somebody by telling them what they can do or what they are able to do to be an overcomer. That's why I love saying overcomer instead of survivor. Listen, this is the opportunity for you to make a difference in someone's life. And like I said before, all you have to do is share my story. Tell how I was this young girl that got married and ended up with someone that was doing so many different abusive behaviors to her that when she got tired, she decided to help somebody else. Make a difference. That's what we're here for. And I'm so excited about the fact that Grace Haven Retreat has been around for almost 10 years, and there's so many people that have been impacted by it. I am grateful and proud to say we've had volunteers to come out and do the tutoring with the kids. Kids are able to share their experiences and not be judged. Women, young women, older women, whoever it was, they're able to be real with themselves. If they didn't like something, if they hated something, if they hated somebody, or they hated the fact that they were ignored or not getting the help, and being heard, their voices are being heard. No mask when you're with us. There's no mask at all. This is the opportunity to be free. That's our motto for Grace Haven Retreat. Free. Families, restoration, education, empowerment. That's what it's all about. And each person, one family at a time, will get to where they need to be. So I guess you're still wondering, well, we know who you were. So who is Maria Manson? After all that I have been through, God has blessed me and let me know that it is okay to be different. Here I am, a wife again to a wonderful husband of 16 years, 6 children, and our beautiful blended family, 4 boys, 2 girls, and 4 grandchildren. What a blessing. So I have to say that I'm a mother, a wife, a sister, a daughter, a friend, a sister in Christ, and most importantly, I'm a servant. But I love the fact that God has given me the opportunity now to take everything that I had happen to me when I used to be that person that was going through the motion, and now I'm standing here to tell you today that I am free. And I'm free to say that I am different, and there's nothing wrong with it. Being still is what I do best, and this is why I am where I am today. Thank you so much for the opportunity to share who I am. Right now, I believe that as a child of God, it is my calling to bless those who are in need, who have challenges that they don't understand how to get out of, and I'm here to help.